Hello, welcome to the part 2 of the Conversation Heart Table Runner. We'll get started on it, just in case you want to see the picture again, see what we're making. It's this. Isn't that cute? So, when I left off, we had gotten all of our little hearts done, and I'm separated them out into 10 pieces for each side, and I laid them out in the order that I wanted them to end up being sewn. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just start sewing this, and you want to match up, these angles here, and you're going to have them here also. You're going to match them up there. And what I like to do is I do pin. You can have a pin going right there in the diagonal seam. And then I will check it here. And I'll put a pin in there. Okay. Now I could go ahead and do the pin of all of them, but I'll do it as I go along. So I'm using a 1/4 inch seam. I'm using my 1/4 inch foot. And just as I get up to that seam, I'll take my pin out. If I go slow enough, I can sew over it, but you have to go slowly so it moves the fabric and the pin as you go. I am going to chain piece these, so I'm going to do 2 at a time. And again, I'm just matching this up. I'm looking at it, and then I'm looking at opening it up this way so I can see. And I'll do the same thing now. Sometimes we're not all perfect, and they're not going to match up perfectly, but we've used a light enough background in that we're not really going to notice it so much. I've enjoyed doing this table runner. It's not a difficult one to do. Now, as I take my pin out, I'm going to hold my finger in that area. It's like my finger replaces it and becomes the pin. Okay. Get that out. Just don't trust myself getting them lined up without pinning these diagonal seams. No, some of you, can do it very accurately. Go ahead then. That would be fine. Okay, let's see, did I get that one? Yep, get the pin out of there. Okay. This one, so I'll have this one ready to for Valentine's Day to put on my table.
Whose contact info are you looking for?
I'm sorry, Alexis.
Okay.
I'm getting talked to by my, that A person. So if you hear anything in the background, it's her speaking to me. Okay, get this going. So anyhow, yeah, I'll put this on the long arm. Next, I have to pick out the backing, and then I'll put this on the long arm, and I'll let you see what design I'm going to do, and probably something with hearts on it. And then it gets bound, and then on the table it goes. Okay, get my pins. Okay, I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to put this on the bottom. This way I can keep track of the order I wanted them in. I'll press it at the end. On this one, I can do that. So I'm going to lay these back out. I've got 2 of them sewed together in pairs. And then I'll take my next pair and lay it down. Line it up. Then in the next step, what we'll be doing after we get these all put together, we'll put the centerpiece of it, and then we'll have 2 of these rows that I'm doing of hearts. 10 of them go on one side and 10 of them go on the other side. And you basically just sew that together with the middle, and you've got it. Let's see, I'm going to do this one, I think. Yep. Double check my seam again. I will be doing a video on making binding. I'll machine bind it on. I don't know if it'll be this one. I have another one, a quilt, the one quilt I was working on with the stars. That I quilted and shown on, I videoed it. I have the binding ready for that cut, so I'll probably do that one. Okay, got 4 of those sewn together. Excuse me. Open this up. Put these together. Oh, just about got this strip sewn. Then we'll press it. I've been pressing my seams open so I don't have bulk, because they're such little blocks that you know, the seams get to be close to each other. Okay. See how I have my finger down there? It's beside it. You got to be careful. You don't want to get your finger sewn. But oh, the last block to sew on. Okay, I'll do this one. So anyhow, I will be doing, like I said, the binding video, and I'll show you how to machine stitch it on, you know, finish it. I'm going to be doing a video on borders, and I'll show you how I put them on. I pin my borders. I measure my quilt and pin my borders. But I'm also going to show you how to do a mitered border. It's not hard. It's just you got to do a little bit of math to get it figured out, but it's easy. So anyhow, this is what I have. Take a second and I'm going to press this. I have my other one for my other side already done, so I can get this sewn right together real quick. Everybody sewing today? Getting their stuff done? I'm going on a retreat with my fellow guild members this weekend. It's about an hour drive from here, but it's a 2-day retreat and it's on a goat farm. So I guess we're gonna visit some goats. But I have joined at this point, two not block of the months, but two block swaps. So I have the fabric, except for one. I have to go pick up the fabric, the background fabric for one. And I think that's what I'm going to work on at the retreat. I thought, hey, I got Friday, I arrive, Saturday all day, and Sunday we leave by noon. So I'll get those done. Pressure will be off, and I'll probably have those all complete. So I press this. Now what I like to do is I'm going to take this. This is how basically even how I do my borders. But I'm going to take this and fold it in half, and I'm going to do a pin. This gives me the middle. I sewn my middle pieces together. There was 2 pieces I sewed together, and then I cut it to get it the length that it required. So I have a pin in this one. I'm going to move this stuff so hopefully you can see it. If not, I might have to move my camera around a little bit. I'm going to lay this flat, and here's my pin. Now you have to think about what way you want you have to think about what direction that your hearts are going in. So my hearts are going to go, I'm going to do the top first. So I would match my pins. This is how you can keep things square. Okay, so I put a pin in the middle part there. I'm going to bring this on down to the end. I'm going to put a pin in this one. Now the thing is to do this, you basically have to have yep. I think they had me, you know what? This is a little longer than what they'd said. So I'm going to take this and I'll work this in. I probably wouldn't even have to use a pin to pin this together, but I think I will. So anyhow, yeah, we're going on the retreat. I'm going to get some stuff done. Take my notebook with me, make notes, because I got lots of notes. Now, the measurement that they gave me for this, you can see it's a little bit longer, so I'll cut that off. So I couldn't do my end pins like I like to do. But I guess I could have measured this. If I measured this, then I know how long to cut my centerpiece. And what else is happening? Katie, the Greenland quilter, and I, we're going to be doing a collaboration together. You'll be hearing about that in the next couple of weeks. We're going to do an intro video on it. So I hope you enjoyed that and you join us. Okay, I'm going to start sewing this. I am going to backstitch. I like to use a stiletto to keep my seams down. And as I pull out my pin for the center, I'm just keeping it together because there's a center seam from the inner piece of the table runner. Okay, let's see. Didn't like that seam. I didn't make sure it was laying flat. That was my problem. Okay, I'm gonna, at the end, I'm gonna back stitch. Cut my thread. My thread always wants to come up a little bit short on when it's cutting, so I'm gonna make sure that I have enough thread, otherwise my needle comes undone. Okay, I will press this, but this is one. Now I'm going to lay this out so I can see. This isn't too wide, too big, so let's find the middle of this again. Down at the bottom. Yep, there's the seam there, so that lets me know that that's the middle because I seamed it together there. And I have one already done up. And I want to lay this. Oh, let's see how they have that. Okay, they have them opposites. So that means that the hearts are facing each other. You see? They'll be like that. Find the middle of the strip. Okay, found it. Oops. Oop. Don't put pins in your mouth. Let's see. Why do I have to, I'm thinking here to make sure I get it right. There. I turn this around or else it will not be. Nope. Well, what am I doing wrong? See? It's a learning process. Everybody has got to figure it out. Okay, there's my middle seam. That's that way. So this should be. Okay, I got it.
New notifications from
I guess I should have.
Patent.
No.
Hello, Sherry. Discover the
It's-
hottest boat pattern on your site.
Alexa, stop.
Thread. Don't miss out. Learn it now and start creating your masterpiece today. Glowing star.
I guess she wants to be part of all this.
Hot design sewing trends.
End. Okay. So I'm just kind of pinning this on just to keep it even. We're almost done. Get this sewn, get it pressed, and it's done. I haven't decided what border I'm going to put on it. It would be nice to have a colored border. I'm sorry, a colored binding on this. It'd be pretty with a border on it too. So it depends on how wide you want to end up having this. I'm just going by the pattern. So it's going to not be a real wide one. Back stitch. Okay, let's see how we can get through this, huh? Line that back up. Making sure my seams are laying flat. Okay. Okay, I got done with the sewing. I will, you can see I have a little overhang, but I'm going to press this first and then I'll trim it. That way I know that I have it even. I'm going to move you on over here a little bit. Okay, there. Now you can see my iron. Okay, give this a quick press.